who's been getting clowned basically since he's been with Sierra, being called a simp, is finally getting trashed
Sir
by the Broncos.
Simpington the third.
Exactly. So if you didn't know, Russell Wilson's on the Denver Broncos. The Denver Broncos they've been doing decent this year. I mean, not they've been doing decent this year, and it looks like here Russell Wilson finally let the cat out the bag, saying that the team came to me and said I need to remove my $37 million injury guarantee off my contract, or they finna bench me and cut me. Since he didn't do it, they benched him. They benched him towards the end of the season.
Why would you do that if you already got it in writing in the way that you want? And they're like, "Hey, could you change it to where you would screw yourself?" And you're like, "No." And they're like, "Oh, cool. I don't understand why you wouldn't want to do that. Why would I not want to screw myself? What are you talking about?"
I mean,
It's literally the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. I think the Broncos thought that he was gonna, I don't know, since he was such a nice guy, that he would just do whatever they say, but
mm-hmm,
he's at least smart enough not to do that. And I think he
facts.
should stand his ground because um, the team, they thought they were going to be good last year and they were kind of crap. This year they thought they'd be crap again and they're actually mediocre. So he's kind of been playing above expectations. And then instead of seeing if they could ride this into the playoffs, they want to sit him because of a contract dispute. But no one put a gun to your head when you offered him that contract.
But they said the reason about that is because I mean we'll play the video.
Yeah, let's see the video.
Business standpoint, I agree with you. Mike T, like they're making the decision based on money and the financials. And when Daniel says this is the deal that we signed or we offered Russell Wilson, it's not the deal that we or us did because Sean Payton wasn't there.
True.
Right?
True.
And so the business of it is not a problem to me. But let's be honest, Sean Payton has behaved as a thug since he became the coach of the Denver Broncos. Immediately when he gets in the building, he starts to undercut Russell Wilson personally and professionally from his first press conference on. He tells Russell Wilson, you have to stop kissing babies, stop behaving as if you're running for office. Nobody kissed more babies in New Orleans than Drew Brees. Period, point blank. From the beginning, he walked into this building and he had a point to prove when it came to Russell Wilson. You're going to be just like everybody else. I'm going to treat you just like I treat everyone else on the team. That's not the way it works with franchise quarterbacks.
Let's hold Sean Payton to some sort of professional accountability. His behavior ahead of the coach of the Denver
As the head
Broncos
coach.
unacceptable. I mean,
Sean Payton's a joke. I mean, we know. Let me bring us back on screen. But Sean Payton, he used to coach the New Orleans Saints, and he got caught cheating there. He actually got suspended for a whole season because he got cheating and doing late hits. He actually ended Kurt Warner and Brett Favre's career early, who was two Hall of Fame quarterbacks. So Sean Payton's a joke. The New Orleans Saints franchise is a joke, and Drew Brees was a joke. To me, when he played,
one thing they're saying is I guess the organization is picking Sean Payton because all of a one ring. He won that one championship ring, even though it was a long time ago. People still on his dick. So
no, but then how do you win one and then get suspended for the whole year?
they don't care about that.
He got caught as a cheater, and it's so crazy how like him and Tom Brady, like they get caught as cheaters, but then people like want to forget the cheating. Well, I'm here to remind you that Tom Brady, in my book, will always be a cheater. Sean Payton will always be a cheater, and neither one of them should even be in the Hall of Fame. And Drew Brees, I hate your face. It looks like someone shot a booger on your face. And you're short.
So, okay, and back to what we were saying. So, what this whole situation is, the reason why they're benching Russell Wilson is because they didn't think he was. They should have benched him earlier in the season when the Broncos were doing trash, when they was getting beat by the Dolphins 70-0. But they didn't do it. Broncos started winning. But the thing is, with the contract that Russell Wilson has, he's not really performing like a Hall of Fame quarterback level. He's just giving you just average. And then like, well, this contract we're giving you isn't for an average quarterback. If you're finna be average, we're gonna give you an average contract. And with his injury situation guarantee, he's supposed to be reporting for a physical on March 18th of this year. So when he goes to report, whenever he reports, and if he's good and cleared, the $37 million goes into effect. But what they're trying to do is they're trying to make sure he's not injured so that they can basically get rid of him and cut him. So, because once you're injured, you can't get rid of him. You're stuck on a team. So they
Yeah,
stopped
but
him.
I mean, they want him to change up his contract, but it looks like he set it up pretty perfectly that even if he gets injured, he's still going to get paid, and even if they cut him, he's still going to get paid. He got his
True.
money guaranteed, so
We wasn't
you
get that
can't
much.
say that Sean Payton wasn't there whenever he signed the contract, but the ownership was.
So, but it's not his
So
quarterback. He wants his quarterback. You know how coaches are. They all act like
yeah,
that.
but you got to know that if you're coming into a situation and you're a new head coach and they got this guy to a 5-year deal, then you got to kind of know that that's going to be your guy for at least a few years.
Well, clearly,
You might be able to get him out like the last year or two, but Russell's this is what his second or third year with the Broncos.
I mean, second year with the Broncos. But I mean, it's Sean. Well, it goes to show you that Sean Payton name whole weight, more weight than Russell Wilson.
You know what Sean Payton can hold?
Or disgusting.
D's.
Nah, but with the situation, and I mean, so right now he's gonna be released. He's gonna leave like with at least $100 million, $120 million, which is amazing. And he's gonna be with. It's so many teams that need
Might
a
as well
quarterback.
just be retired, man. Like he doesn't even have to play. He's gonna get paid out from this ridiculous contract that they should have never done, and he's gonna get all that money. And then his wife is Sierra, dude. Just retire and enjoy your life.
But I mean, he's like 35, 36 years old.
Son.
Oh, all right. Well, he has a new kid on the way too, but he's like 35, 36 years old. I can see that, but he still wants to play. I mean, going out like this is crazy. I mean, I can see him on the Falcons. It's a couple other teams out there that need a quarterback. I mean, we do NFL sports shows all the time.
Yeah.
What is it? I just seen something about Pickett.
We don't want to play that no money. Man, Mason Rudolph looking like
You see what Pickett said about Mason Rudolph?
He's a secret weapon. What?
Pickett said, "I said I'm not gonna start behind Brett. I don't care how good Mason Rudolph goes. I'm not gonna start behind Mason Rudolph. I'm not coming off the bench."
He could say that, but his play better say that.
We gonna see.
He supposedly might be back for the last week, but I think they might stick with Rudolph.
I mean, he should. It's the last season.
I think
game.
If they win the last game, there'll be 2 games above 500, the Steelers, and then I think they maybe gotta have 1 or 2 games go their way for them to make the playoffs. So we'll see.
We'll see. And I mean, the Broncos have an 8% chance of winning. I mean, it's just messed up how they did this and they just benched him. It's like he had no chance. I mean, the team was trash. The defense was trash. You said what?
What do you expect? Sean Payton's a jerk.
Yeah, I see that. I mean, he didn't like him. He didn't like him at all in the beginning, and then it didn't make it any bad. Like the Dolphins, the Broncos just played this past weekend. They won. I think he had Drew Sutton or something Sutton, and he did the same numbers that Russell Wilson put up. So it's like, yeah, we really don't need him.
Phony jabronis.
Phony jabronis. But we're gonna let y'all know.